All right, everyone, get ready. Because today we are going deep, deep into some tricky English spellings.
Oh, yes.
And the listener has sent in a ton of stuff about words with awe in them.
I can see why.
Seriously. Though thought, tough, through, and even thorough. We're going to figure these out.
Not just define them, right?
Right. Why do they trip everyone up, and how can we remember them better?
Because these are notorious, even for us native speakers, let me tell you.
It's true.
And it's not just about, like, getting them right.
Avoiding mistakes.
It's more than that. It's like, when you master these, you can express yourself so much better, you know? Subtleties.
So one source we have, it's Language Tool. They make a great point about this whole off.
Yeah.
It's the spelling itself that fools us.
Mm-hmm.
Because it can be said so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Our brains see the pattern on the page and think, oh, these must sound alike, but nope.
Classic English. Breaks its own rules all the time.
Exactly. So let's tackle them one by one, shall we?
Let's do.
Though and thought seem like good or bad starting points.
Haha, yeah, tricky ones.
They sound similar, but meaning totally different.
Though, little word, big job. It's a conjunction, you know? Linking contrasting ideas.
Like a bridge, almost.
Exactly. Like one of the examples, I can't wait for spring, though I do love winter.
Oh, that's a good one.
You're acknowledging the winter love, but you tea looking ahead to spring.
It's that but T that though sneaks in.
Yep.
And Language Tool, they point out, though and although, they often replace those clunky phrases.
Donkey.
Like, despite the fact that
Ugh, so wordy.
concise is better for sure, especially when you're right.
Totally agree. Now, thought, that one's all in our heads.
Literally. Mental activity, the whole process of thinking, pondering.
Wild how one word goes from, like, a quick idea to deep philosophy, huh?
The power of language.
Okay, on to one that's at least pronounced consistently. Tough. But meanings. Whoa, boy.
Tough one to pin down, huh?
Physically strong, enduring hardship, a tough task,
Right.
even a rough neighborhood. It's all about that resilience, isn't it? Withstanding stuff.
They use the example of a tough little girl who doesn't cry getting a shot.
Oh, I like that one.
She's facing the pain, but not giving in.
Mental toughness, that's what that is.
Essential skill in life for sure. Now, through, this was a multitasker, right?
Preposition, adverb, even adjective sometimes.
So many jobs.
And each one, slightly different shade of meaning. Like, a kitten goes through the garage, that's motion.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
training through, August, that's duration, a whole month.
Through really shows how we think about time and space.
It does.
And then to throw us off, homophone through, sounds the same, totally different meaning.
You've got to pay attention to the other words around it. That's the key.
Context is king.
100%.
All right, last one, thorough. This one's all about completeness, nothing left out.
The gold standard, attention to detail, mastery, all that.
They give a thorough pianist who practices 12 hours a day as an example.
Now that's dedication.
And just to mess with us, the off thorough is said differently.
Huh. Of course it is.
They really want to keep us guessing.
But see, that's what I love about these deep dives.
What's that?
It's not just definitions. It's like, we're seeing how words work.
The behind-the-scenes stuff.
Exactly. And when you get those nuances, you express yourself so much better. It's like we're peeling back the layers of the word.
Like an onion, all the little subtle bits.
And speaking of layers, the history of these words.
Ooh, getting nerdy on me.
I mean, it's fascinating. Itself is old English, Middle English.
So the way we say it now is like echoes of how people talked way back.
Exactly. Evolution of language. It's all right there.
So it's not just spelling quirks. It's like a time capsule.
It really is. Like, take tough, that one, roots in Old English and Old Norse.
2 for the price of 1.
Both languages were all about strength, resilience.
Still in the word today.
You can just feel it.
Linguistic echo. And it shows how language, like, it changes, but keeps these bits from the past.
It does everywhere if you know where to look.
Give me an example.
Thorough. Ready for this? Old English, thur, meaning through or completely.
Wow, so even way back then.
Thoroughness was about that complete action going through something.
That's so cool. Like, the meaning was built in from the start.
Right. Makes you think.
It does.
Mm.
I'm curious now, throughout history, any big mess-ups because of these off words?
Oh, I'm sure there have been tons of mix-ups.
Like, imagine some old scribe. Can't figure out which way to say it.
Yeah. But I don't think any huge controversies, you know.
Not like, wars fought over, though.
Haha, no. They're more like the mischievous side of English.
Always tripping us up, but not truly harmful.
Right.
So for our listeners soaking all this up,
Hmm.
what's the takeaway? How do they use this?
Good question. It's like, don't be scared of these words.
They seem tough, but
Once you get the hang of them, they make you a better speaker, writer.
like having a secret code to unlock fancier language.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to try them out.
Play with the words.
Yeah. See how they fit in different spots, how they change the meaning.
Embracing the challenge and having fun.
That's what it's all about. Language is meant to be enjoyed, you know?
I love that. Not intimidated, but using it to our advantage. I like that.
Yeah.
Not scared, but using it right.
Right. And even though these words, they're tricky, they're just one small part of English, really.
Yeah, true.
But when you figure them out, it's like you're getting better at language in general.
Tuning your brain to see the patterns, the little differences.
Exactly. And that helps you with all communication.
It does.
So here's a thought for everyone listening as you keep going with language.
Yeah.
Words aren't just tools, you know? They're like dot containers for history, for culture, all that stuff.
Deep.
It's amazing when you think about it.
So, as we wrap up our word deep dive,
Keep exploring. Keep asking questions.
don't be afraid of the tricky stuff. That's where the good stuff is.
And have fun with it. That's the most important part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Language is meant to be fun, so keep learning, everyone.